And what's going on, everyone? This is Party here, and this is gonna be my first ever video on this channel. Technically, I know it's my second video, but I'm gonna consider it my first real video on this channel. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna be starting off this channel with a whole new series called Face Off. And you guys may be asking, hey Party, what's Face Off? Well, it's where I'm going to be taking two players in the NHL. They're going to be going head-to-head in a relentless battle to find out who is the better player. They're going to be competing for 3 competitions, that being the most accurate shot, the hardest shot, and the fastest skater. Now, as you guys can see, the two players that I picked made big splashes during the offseason, one being Rick Nash and the other being Zach Parise. Alright, before we get down to it, I'm going to compare these two guys. First off, let's start with the size. Size is going to play a very big factor into all of these competitions, alright? Now, Rick Nash comes in at 6'4" and 219 pounds. This guy, he's a big guy. He's a big, scary dude, alright? He's been eating his vegetables, alright? So, on the other hand, Zach Parise, not that much bigger, alright? He comes in at 5'11" and 195 pounds, alright? So he's definitely not that big of a guy, but that could be towards his advantage. You know, we could say, is Rick Nash going to have the harder shot? Is Zach Parise going to be the fastest skater? You know, it all depends on, you know what, the players themselves. Just because their sizes, you know, look scary on paper, just because, well, Rick Nash's size looks scary on paper, Zach Parise's so much doesn't, but we're going to find out which skater is better in their own respective categories. Now, let's get down to the season statistics, alright? Rick Nash, he played 82 games, the full 82 games. He got 30 goals, 29 assists, and that all masses out to 59 points. On the other hand, Zach Parise also played the full 82 games, coming in with 31 goals, 38 assists, and 69 points. So Zach Parise, I know he got one more goal than Rick Nash, but does that mean he is going to be the more accurate shooter just because he got more goals? I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to have to find out. Alright, so let's get started with the most accurate shooter. Rick Nash is going to be the first one up here, and you only get one attempt. Let it be known that both players only get one attempt at the most accurate shot, so they're going to have to make every single one count. As here comes Rick Nash. Time as well, as you can see on the bottom, as well counts. So he's got to be quick about it, at the same time has to be accurate. So there we go, he just misses that one on the side of the net, gets the bottom left, and there you go, gets the bottom right, 4 for 5. Not bad at all. Gets 13.6 seconds. Not bad. Last year, a couple years back in the All-Stars, he actually got 17.9. So he actually beat his record. But here comes Zach Parise. He's going to start it off here. Look at that. Right off. Not wasting any time at it. 2 for 2. Once again, only one attempt, so he's going to have to make a count. Just misses that same target that Rick Nash did down below. And if he gets this, he'll tie Rick Nash up for 4 for 5. And he does. Very nice. 4 for 5 tie with Rick Nash. But he beat Rick Nash just by about a second. Very nice job by Zach Parise. He's going to be taking the first competition here. Rick Nash can still win. He just has to take the next 2 competitions. So this is anyone's ball game. There's no doubt about it. So we're going to find out who can win the next competition. So here we go with the hardest shot. Rick Nash once again is going to be the first one up, and this time players will get 2 attempts, not 1 attempt, 2 attempts this time to try to give their hardest shot. Whoever can get the hardest shot up will be the winner. And you gotta imagine with Rick Nash, with his big size, as I mentioned before, is gonna have a huge advantage over Zach Parise. So here he goes. What is this? Now the first one, oh, there you go. Gonna clock in at 88.9 miles per hour. The second one even higher at 89 miles per hour. So now 89 miles per hour is gonna be the one to beat. Zach Parise has one heck of a mountain to climb if he's gonna beat Rick Nash on this one. And Zach Parise just hit the crossbar, but is still gonna count. And I don't know why the targets are there. Whoever meant to take those down is definitely going to get fired. But nonetheless, Zach Parise, with his second shot being exactly 84 miles per hour, this time in the net, could not match up to Rick Nash's highest shot, which is 89 miles per hour. So Rick Nash is going to take the hardest shot competition, which means this competition is now tied at 1, meaning whoever wins the next challenge will be claimed the face-off winner. And it is now time for the third and final competition, the fastest skater. So, Rick Nash, we all know with his big size, he actually may struggle, you know, considering speed. Alright, so here he comes right off the start. And you know what? He may actually be, a lot bigger. That may be his Achilles heel, is his size compared to Zach Parise. I mean, he is 24 pounds bigger than him, but you got to remember that back in the All-Star competition in 2004 and 2007, he actually won the puck control relay. So that's what you got to keep in mind, as Rick Nash actually, for his first attempt, hits up 12.1 seconds in agility time and 5.3 seconds in speed time. So he's going to have 17.3 seconds. That's what he's going to finish in. And what's going on? Who's in the bench? Is that Mike Yu? The Minnesota Wild's head coach. Seems pretty lonely. But anyways, nice way to start off. Good excel shown by Zach Parise. Now, Zach Parise actually was back in 2009 in the fastest skater competition, only to be beat by Andrew Koliagno. So anyways, here he comes. Now it's time for his speed time, as we'll see what he can get. Hopefully he can beat 17.3, and does not with 17.6. A combined 12.4 seconds for agility time and 5.2 seconds for speed time. And now Rick Nash here, his second attempt. You are allowed 2 attempts here, so we'll see what Rick Nash can get done here. Like I said, he's got the puck control. He's going to have to stretch a little bit more with that extra reach, a lot bigger guy, 6'4" Rick Nash is. So yeah, he's going to actually have to turn, a lot harder than Zach Parise is going to have to. But here we go, speed time. We'll see if he can beat his 17.3 seconds. And no, he does not. Right on the dot with 18 seconds. And Rick Nash can only hope with the 17.3 seconds that Zach Parise is not going to beat it. So Zach Parise now ready for his second attempt. We'll see, hopefully, if he can beat it. If he can't beat it here, he will lose this portion of the competition. So here he comes right off the start, moving right through the pylons. Look at this, easy size, very small. Like I mentioned, 24 pounds lighter than Rick Nash. He's definitely got the speed. The question is, does he have the puck control? I mean, both these guys, they got sick puck control. There is no doubt about that. So here he comes, Zach Parise. He's got time left, and 17.4. Just could not beat Rick Nash, just with a tenth of a second. Rick Nash will take the competition with 17.3 seconds. Unbelievable. Now, after winning the hardest shot and the fastest skater challenges, your winner of the face-off competition is Rick Nash. Yes, everyone, that's right. Rick Nash has won the first ever face-off competition. Now, amazingly, the former Maurice Richard Trophy winner did not win the most accurate shot, but he did pull off the win with the last 2 challenges. Now, the question is, will Rick Nash do better than Zach Parise on his new team during the season? Well, we will only find out once the 2013 season commences. Nonetheless, I want to thank every single last one of you out there for checking out my first ever video. I'm going to tell everyone out there that there will be many more to come. And as for my face-off series, well, I chose 2 players, them being Rick Nash and Zach Parise, and now I want you guys to choose the next 2 players. That's right, so leave your comments down below of 2 skaters you may want to see. Now, either one of those 2 may be current players, or they could even be from the Legends team. It is your choice, alright? So leave your comments down below, and hopefully your players will get chosen. So anyways, I want to thank every one of you out there once again for watching my first ever video. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. This has been Party, and I am out.